Okay, so we are live. Greetings, everyone, or should I more precisely say bonjour to all my followers of darkness, shadow scavengers, and villain aficionados. We're finally back with another Shadow Council episode, episode 35. And this time I thought, you know what? Screw Marvel, screw DC, and screw all of them. Let's this time try to go on a little trip to France, to Paris, to meet other different superheroes,
Like
more
Mephisto.
mystical than the other. No. That's way out in the back. No. We missed the road. We missed the road to go to Mephisto. You know. So anyway, France, Paris, of course. This time we have the honor to talk about Marinette and her little justice gang, basically in the world of the Miraculous universe. Yep. This time, I can't believe I'm saying this, but we're gonna talk about Miraculous, the tale of Ladybug and Cat Noir, or just simply the Miraculous universe. With me, your host, Laura Shadows, as always, and my fellow council members, Paulie and TK. Oh man. Again, this is a topic I never thought possible. I'm gonna actually be here to talk about. But before we start, let's just be a bunch of gentlemen and gentlewomen and say to Caroline, hello. Hello,
Hi,
Caroline.
Caroline.
Hi.
Pleasure to join the conversation as always. Oh man. Now, okay, so for anyone who doesn't know who Ladybug and Cat Noir are, which of course is kind of sarcastically and ironically, who doesn't? But either way, so basically, Ladybug and Cat Noir is a TV show created by Zag Entertainment, and I think it was called Midway or Medieval, I think, that later on became Miraculous Corp, basically. It was first introduced in France in 2015, and here we are. The show lasts for 6 seasons. We had specials, we had movies, and now in 2027, we're going to get an anime spin off. Well, first and foremost, I just want to say my knowledge is kind of like 50-50 in this one. So I'm going to let Polly, as always, to kind of like, just like she did with the Twilight Zone, to kind of lead the way this time. But overall, I just want to tell Polly that this is a franchise I was really surprised that really like hit the jackpot, basically, to be like a very, very famous. I mean, like the first time when you saw Ladybug and Cat Noir, I mean, what were your thoughts?
So keep in mind, I did not know the show existed until like 2023. I heard there was a movie that came out that year, and I thought, oh, that's just like a one-time thing. But when I watched when I heard there was a series, I just thought it's amazing. I didn't know it at first. Like, I don't know why they're making a big deal of the series. I completely understand. I still have a lot to learn about, but I think I'm getting the main idea of like what it's about, plot wise. And I think I was actually browsing on my phone when I heard that July 28th was when the movie premiered. And I was actually in my family and I went on vacation. We were actually leaving vacation from Myrtle Beach 2 years ago, and that's when I started to like realize like I didn't know what the series is about. I just only knew like the movie. I thought it was just like a one-time movie thing.
Okay, fair enough. What about you, TK? How did you
Um,
emerge yourself into the Miraculous universe?
I watched a couple episodes when I was with Polly. Um, that's really the extent. My extent with it. Um, it's an interesting concept. Um, I like the concept for it. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my very first introduction to Ladybug, I think, was like the end of my college years. I saw it on the Boomerang channel, and then later on, I kind of started watching like the from first season onward. And I will say this, like I really liked. I would say like I really liked the overall world building. I agree with both of you. Like the concept actually is really interesting. I will also agree it's very creative. With even though you had all sorts of elements that since you have like teenage characters being the main characters, I mean, there was a lot of elements that I was already kind of familiar with and everything, but I will admit, as an indie type of like animated series, I will admit some of the, not all of them, but like a lot of the characters were interesting. The overall world building I liked. You know, the villains got on my nerves a little bit. You know, with the exception of Hawkmoth, of course, but like. Yeah, there was all sorts of things that were really interesting in it. Although the powers of Ladybug, I would say, you know, I mean, of course, we're talking about a children's TV show, so of course you're gonna tone down the combat thing a little bit, you know. But overall, I mean, my final, I would say, well, review of it, let's just put it that way, or more should I say, thought, will be that it's actually a very cute TV show. I would say this. Yeah, but I will admit, like after the half of like season 3, I kind of stopped watching it because story-wise, it went so slow. Oh man,
Yeah,
so
it's
slow. Oh man, because like I mean, those 6 seasons, it felt like it was 14 of them.
right. Yeah, that's eternal.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, I mean, anyone hasn't seen Ladybug right now, we're gonna go spoiler heavy on this one. Well, I mean, at least for me, I will do as much as I can. Most will be polling, but I will say this. Okay, first and foremost, the revelation between Marinette and Gabriel being no, wait, is Gabriel Agreste is the father?
Correct. Adrian
Okay.
is the son.
Okay, so the revelation of between Adrian and Marinette being Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Mhm.
Okay, I knew it was a matter of time that they were going to reveal their identities to each other, but I never thought it's going to take that long. I mean, they could have easily done that in like season 2 or something,
Right.
instead of like waiting all the way like near the end of the first chapter. Let's just put it that way. Before the whole reset thing. You know, let's just start with this. Like, what are your oral thoughts with like this part of the story, the revelation of the two identities?
So here's my thought on this. I feel so I'm going to compare it like to the movie and to the series. So Zag's version, Jeremy's version, is to the point. I will admit that there may be some issues with it. I like the animation. I like the plot. I just wish that the deleted scenes that they have, I wish they would have kept. Like, for example, how Nino and Adrian met, or a little shipping called Adrianette movement. So I wish they would have kept that too. I think they're focusing more on the hero side rather than the personal side. So the balance is off. So it's kind of like Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Like, you have personal life and then you have the hero life. So I think that balance is slightly off. Okay, maybe a little bit off, but I just feel like it's like short. It just needs some like more depth. Not as long as Wicked, of course, but like I just think that there's some people that are complaining that it's a musical, but I'll get to that in just a moment. But what I'm saying is Zags is to the point. I think I won't spoil anything, but I think there is a point where that revelation has been made sooner. Besides the secret identity thing, there are other things that the show did that the movie did sooner, rather than going through 5 seasons, and just dragging it, as you said before.
Yeah, because you see, that's the whole point. I was gonna wait for the movie, but I will say it right now. The movie did way more better than what the TV show did, because like because that's one of the things I do agree. Because sometimes when I was watching Ladybug and Cat Noir, I do agree that sometimes it concentrated more on the superhero stuff rather than like their actual characters, their private lives, their overall conflicts, their overall emotions and depths and everything. Like like out of all the characters, I would say the only one who got like more character depth is the overall main villain, Hawkmoth. He was the only one who kind of got more depth to kind of give an explanation why he wants those or Akumas or Miraculous, if you want to put it that way. Although for me are basically Infinity Stones, but I mean they're basically Infinity Stones for me. But he's the only one who got more depth. I mean all the others, they get their time and they get some moments, but when it comes to Adrian and Marinette, like sometimes, sometimes I had the feeling like, okay, they're building to something, they have some emotion, they have some like relationship elements and everything, and then like basically all of this just simply gets thrown out of the train because like for example, when they have what was that what's the name of that girl who always lies where she's going? Like when she was at Taj Mahal, she was meeting like some presidents or whatever. Like she always lying, and she has an obsession for Adrian, and she's a rival to Marinette. No. The orange one, the one who was like a fox, like akumatized villain.
Oh, the one with the fox, Miraculous?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, unless you're talking about the hero.
No. I'm talking about
the villain.
Yes, that brunette, long hair girl. That she always was a pathological liar. What?
Alia, was it?
Yes, she at first when she came, she pretended to be this fox-like hero, but she's basically was nothing more than a liar. And like one time, Ladybug was confronting her. Yeah, but so basically, what my point was like, so when she got introduced in the story, then all this falls off the train, or when that Asian girl came, then everything again falls off the train. You have Marinette and that rock guy again falls off the train. Like, I mean, it kind of to kind of put it simply, it makes you feel like, okay, instead of like going into like normal growth, it's like we're going in a direction of a telenovela or something. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what it felt like, for me. And and most of the time for me was annoying.
So it's like basically drama?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I mean, when you have like one girl rival, let's just say Chloe in this case, you have one girl rival, like one for Marinette personally, you have one for when it comes to Adrian, that's fine. But when you have multiple like elements, multiple girls in this case, and also a possible boyfriend for Marinette, again going back to the rock guy, it kind of gets more confusing. Like, okay, where are you going with this? And that's one of the biggest problems I had with Ladybug and Cat Noir. I mean, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think the show. Yeah, I think the show is like going all over places. Like, there's a lot going on, episode wise. It probably depends, though.
And not only that, but even let's go with Chloe Bourgeois.
Yes.
Like, there was a lot of moments where, like, okay, she's trying to turn good. Okay, we're going somewhere, and then she's bad again.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's so many episodes where you think like, okay, she might go good, and then boom, she's bad again. I'm like, make up your mind. Like, are you gonna make her bad or good?
It's one or the other.
Exactly. Like, flip a coin or something. Like don't give us like false hopes or anything. Like, it's sometimes it gets really frustrating, which kind of brings us to one more thing. I mean, I'm gonna talk about the heroes a little bit later, but besides Marinette and Adrian, like in the let's just say in the civil life, which other characters did you find interesting?
It's really hard to say which one is interesting, but I will say I think the show, I think it made more sense that Adrian has like a backstory, like maybe like a family history type of thing, or the aggress arc, as we should call it. It made more sense for it to a guy rather than to a girl, because I don't know how it's going to fit if the roles are switched. So
Yeah.
it's really hard to say at this point. It probably depends.
How about you, TK? You can dive in. You can dive in as whenever you want.
Okay, so I have two thoughts.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so my first thought is the episodes I've watched of it. I have two thoughts about what we were just talking. So the first thought is the episodes I've watched of it, the Ladybug Cat Noir dynamic seems like younger, but seems like the Batman Catwoman dynamic, but reversed, gender reversed.
Okay.
But the other thing is that from the episodes I've watched, what is interesting to me about their secret identities and like how like it takes so long for them to like reveal them to each other, like that idea is like their secret identities are, I'm going to compare them to Superman, Clark Kent, the glasses, because like when they would see each other in school and then they see each other outside of school, I mean, like they look really, really similar. So I mean, it's hard to believe they wouldn't recognize each other. So I think with that whole dynamic, you need to have a suspension of disbelief. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, to kind of give you, to kind of go back a little bit with the whole identity thing, I'm gonna give you another like example, kind of like more fit with like Ladybug and Cat Noir memento. Did anyone of you ever watch Sailor Moon?
Sailor Moon.
No.
No, I've heard of it though.
Okay, so basically, there's a character in there that's kind of like the anime version of Cat Noir, basically. You know, like all dressed in a suit with a top hat and everything. Also, it's kind of like sort of like a superhero, and his symbol is a rose. And basically, Sailor Moon and him, like later on, they became kind of like close to each other and everything. But I will say this: comparing that moment with this, like Sailor Moon and that guy's like relationship was developed way more better than with this, because like I said, the whole identity thing that they could have revealed that, because this is literally, when you're doing a superhero story, this is literally one of the most easiest plot points you can do in a story when it comes to identity revelation, or should I say the perfect timing to reveal it. And usually that's something that that is usually done somewhere, I'm not gonna say at the start, but somewhere like towards the middle of the story.
Yeah.
Basically. Which for Cat Noir, Ladybug, they could have done that. I would say somewhere at the end of season 2, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a finale / cliffhanger type of thing. And also one of the other bigger problems I had, I never liked the whole idea when a season has 26 episodes, because when you have. Because because like when you have an overarching story, when you have 26 episodes, let's just say half of it are filler episodes. I mean, I kind of get it. You concentrate more on the other characters, which I will say this: her classmates are actually all interesting. Every single one had their personality on their own. Like especially what's that? Oh my God, what's that girl's name? She has a very high pitched voice. She usually is with the golf girl.
Rose.
Yes, I would say like for me personally, of all the classmates, like she's like my favorite. I kind of like her overall innocence and cuteness. Like it kind of reminds me of an old friend I had. So I always thought it was cute, but overall everyone was completely interesting when it comes to like the overall characters. But besides them, I mean, the news reporter, that rock guy. Oh my God, the mayor. Okay, I will say right here. I will say right here, right now. The mayor is one of the biggest one of the biggest pussies, one of the biggest idiots I've ever seen in fiction.
Okay, now wait, you're forgetting about the mayor from Powerpuff Girls. He was a wuss.
No, he's not.
He had to have 3 little girls come save him.
Listen. That mayor was a little bit more smarter and quicker than this one. I mean, first of all, he has no he's the girl's father,
yes,
Chloe's father, and he has no balls to confront him or his wife. Like he has no balls to confront her own daughter or discipline her. Like when something
Bad
doesn't go,
parenting.
I mean, when something doesn't go along with Chloe, she's like, "Daddy, close this factory. Daddy, I want this. Daddy, give me that magazine. Daddy, I want that rock guitar. Daddy, I want this mega ukulele that plays on McDonald has a farm." Like,
Oh my god.
okay, I'm gonna get a little bit comedic, but like you get my point.
Yes.
Yeah.
I totally
Yeah.
get it.
Oh my god, like yeah, I mean, I mean, like like Daddy, I want the Eiffel Tower being painted in solid gold.
Solid gold. Oh, that would have been nice though.
Yeah, but instead of the French flag, you have a flag with Chloe on it.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Because that would actually, although speaking of Chloe, I mean, I felt so sad every time for her assistant, if I can call it that way. Oh man, like there's so many characters in it. I mean, did you ever find any characters in the show that like annoying or frustrating or like just simply badly written?
Um, I think I would think that I would find Chloe very annoying. There
Hmm.
is another character. Her name is Lila, and she's also um very annoying to me. So that's yeah. So she loves to get Marinette in trouble, get blamed for everything that she didn't do. Thank you.
Mhm.
And just just like out of the blue. I think she was there since season 1. It's like she's a chameleon of all things.
I mean, Lady like Marinette, she doesn't need to be a superhero. I mean, like she has enemies, like even in her normal life. Like seriously,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, like yeah. There's all sorts of characters, but like but for me personally, out of all the characters, like I mean, Chloe is 100% annoying and also a waste of a character development, a waste. Uh, but besides her, I mean, like I said, the other brunette, like liar, like I think,
Lila.
yes, she also is very annoying, and like
Mhm.
I'm like waiting just for one. Like I was like, can please someone reveal her pathological lying to the world, please? Because like every single time, all the suckers, like they're like, oh, she went to Taj Mahal. Yes, I did. I met with the prince. Yes, she did. I'm like, could please someone reveal to the world her charade? I mean, seriously. I mean, yeah. But besides that, I mean, like I said, all their characters were interesting. Although I will say the other characters that I didn't give a crap at all was the overall gorilla bodyguard of Adrian.
Oh, yeah. So there's that there's that one deleted scene from the movie where he actually talks, which was kind of unexpected.
I've heard
So
that.
yeah, so that was very surprising and did not think it was going to happen. I'm surprised he wasn't in that much of the movie. So I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah, I mean, like every time when I see him, he's just simply like going,
Yeah, he usually grunts. Yeah.
like when I see a character like that, I'm like, can you talk? Like, or should we just simply go "Grr" every time? Yeah, I mean, but I will say this. Uh, like for example, like one of the characters I really liked, even though a lot of people, and especially the people I know, hate her, especially after the revelation. But the sister of Chloe, I
Sister.
like her.
Oh, Zoe, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, Zoe. I really like her character, and I was like, finally, someone who respects Marinette. Finally, someone. Well, besides her friend, of course.
Right.
Besides her, yeah. But like as I mean, and I always felt like the overall revelation when they were talking about relationships and everything, I thought it was kind of cute in a way and flattering. but also like when I see the comments, I'm like, like, oh, okay, like red flags, like let's throw everything at this. Like, I mean, if you know which moment I'm talking.
Red flags.
You know that moment when they were talking about the feelings and love and everything, and then Zoe revealed. You don't know this?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. I am confused.
Well, basically, okay, Zoe. I mean, I don't know if you wanna, if I can spoil you this, but okay. So, can I say it?
Yeah, go ahead and say it.
Okay, Zoe is basically an LGBT character.
Okay, yeah, and she has a crush on Marinette.
Yes, yes. I felt like that moment was actually really cute. The way how they delivered it, like without any forced signs or anything. Like I that's one of the moments I really liked as well. But overall, character wise, besides the ones I said, I liked all of them. I even like the principal of the school, who kind of looks like an owl.
He kind of does look like an owl. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So my question right now is this: do you have any favorite episodes and the episodes you didn't like at all?
So I really don't know if I have any. Um, although I will say this. I think there's some like I have like the most like special for the least like special. So the most like special is the Paris episode, is that Paris special, where we have like the flipped versions of Ladybug and Cat Noir. So it's Shadybug and Claw Noir, and they have Hawkmoth turn into Butterfly. So it's like Butterfly.
But
And
basically reverse.
so it's like reverse. Yeah. So it's like Ladybug and Cat Noir are bad, Hawkmoth good. So it's like their roles are switched.
So Cat looks like Ladybug and Cat Noir already kind of touched the whole multiverse thing.
Yeah. So instead of like getting the cat and the bug Miraculous, they're getting the butterfly Miraculous.
Okay. Yeah. I get you. Yeah, because like I said, the only special I've seen was the Shanghai one.
Yeah.
All the others, like I mean, I tried to watch them, but I could never find them. So I never did watch them. But I still like actually kind of plan to see them. Absolutely, especially the ones you mentioned right now, like the overall opposites and everything. Although that was actually kind of already shown in the TV show. I think like once or twice.
Yeah, I think it was 2023. I think it was October. And then there was another one in 24 where they had the London special.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You start first.
I'll try not to spoil it, but this is taking place, so it's like the in-betweens of what season 5 is at. And that's when it revelates to the biggest secret of all. I don't know if I should say it or not.
I mean, like by the time I get there, I think like I'm gonna forget it. So if you want to say it, you can say it.
Okay, so this is possible. So, like I said, this takes place during season 5. It is like during the season 5 finale. Adrian is in London, and Bug Noir, which is like the cat and the bug, so it's like unified. That Marinette is Bug Noir. So Bug Noir fights Hawkmoth or Monarch, and finally got the Butterfly Miraculous. Marinette convinced Gabriel that like he needs to move on. Like I don't know the exact wording, but he like needs to move on. Like his wife is gone. He's like it's gone. And Gabriel told Marinette, I already know what I wished for, as he used like the venom. And then he takes both the cat ring and the earrings and used it for the big wish.
Yep.
So I forget what the name is. It's the Kwame of reality. So you have creation, destruction. So it's kind of like yin and yang.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like opposites. So
Mhm.
you make that one wish, and Gabriel sacrificed his life for Natalie, since Natalie, I don't know what Natalie was dying of anyhow, but
That was actually never revealed why she was asleep in the coffin.
yeah, I knew her hair was turning white, but I don't know. Oh, wait. You're talking about Emily, right?
Wait. Oh, wait. You're not talking about the wife. You're talking about someone else.
Yeah, I was talking about someone else.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Please continue.
No, you're good. So, I don't know what Natalie is. I think Monarch did something to Natalie that caused her to like die or something. But since Gabriel is making that wish, he sacrificed his life to bring Natalie to life. So then now, before Gabriel sacrificed his life, he tells Marinette, make sure you don't let anyone know that I was the villain I become, but the great father I was to Adrian. And then that's when he sacrificed his life. So now is the tricky part. What is he going to tell Adrian? What is she going to tell Adrian? So that's like the snowball effect of what's happening right now. So should she tell me? So the lie that she told to Adrian, instead of saying your father is Monarch, she said your father is a hero. Even though he did all the bad things in Paris, especially akumatized villains,
Yep.
that all started. So that's when the news cycle begins. So Mr. Bourgeois is no longer mayor. It's Bustier. So Bustier is the new mayor for this. So she was a teacher, but now she's the mayor.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm glad they had that switched because, like you said, I don't think the dad is right for that one.
Yeah, but basically, like the way how I kind of, because like the informations you just said, I actually started to remember that I was actually reading the whole summary of like especially like the last like finale of season 5. I remember reading it about it, and so basically what happened from season 6 onward is basically a total reset, like a new timeline was created, right?
So here's what's happening in the new saga. So Adrian and Marinette are finally together. So they finally love each other.
Okay.
But Marinette has this burden that keeps annoying her about one secret. And that's what the snowball effect is. That's what's causing it to like, I'll probably send it. There's a new intro to the Ladybug and Cat Noir. So
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, so basically you have all four Gabriel. So you have Gabriel Grest. You have Monarch. You have Hawkmoth, and you have Shadowmoth.
Yeah.
So all these four, that's the same person. And the fear that she has is telling Adrian and what his reaction is going to be.
Yeah. But I can say it, I can see it right now. Okay, like I can predict it that she's not gonna tell him, but it will be revealed either by force or by accident. I think that's what's gonna happen. I don't think because like I think that this it's one of those plot lines that they're either gonna reveal it by force or someone is gonna reveal it instead of Marinette, or it's gonna be revealed by accident.
So there is an episode called there are some like 2.0 episodes that are there. When I say 2.0, there's some like episodes that are like redone but with a different name. So for example, you have Vincent is the character. So you have there's that character there's an episode called Pixelator. So they, in season 6, it's called Revelator. And that's when it's like orbs. So do you remember from Inside Out, you have like those core memories and they show
Yeah.
you a memory of happy. So it's similar to that, except they show you the secrets. They show you like those deepest, dark secrets. And then when Raina Roush saw it, she gave Ladybug the look. The look. So that look right there. She told Ladybug, this, you don't get to decide what you tell Adrian or whatever she said. It's basically, I think Cat Noir used the Miraculous Cat Noir. So Miraculous Ladybug, that's when Ladybug, it fixes things. Miraculous Cat Noir destroys things. So it destroys the look. Yeah, Caroline. It's the look. It's the look. So the Miraculous Cat Noir destroys it. So what it did, it makes Raina Roush forget the secret. And she doesn't remember. She doesn't remember like what she just saw.
Yeah, because like because one of the things I remember from the intro is that there's definitely going to be another like main villain who is basically, I remember he was like he or she was shadowed, and the only thing you see was like glowing eyes and the overall like Hawkmoth symbol around it. Like some of the people actually, I've seen the comments. Some people actually were like theorizing that it could be actually the next Hawkmoth could be actually the other bad girl,
Lila. Yeah.
Yes, that she could be.
As she could go by Cerise. So yes, they do not know who the Butterfly Miraculous is, who the new holder is, but little did they know it's actually Lila the whole time. So that's gonna be, so it's gonna last for 3 seasons. Gabriel's lasted for 5 seasons. So it's gonna be like a shorter arc. And then after season 8, we don't know what's gonna happen after that.
Can I just say one thing? All those arcs, they the way how they constructed them, seriously, all these plot lines, I can easily do them in 1 season. Easily. Give me 26 episodes, I can extend the arc that you don't need to extend over 3 seasons. Yeah, I mean, that's from my perspective. Now, I want to ask you this. Like, okay, so the first 5 seasons, the animation felt like a little bit cheap, but also at the same time it's a TV show, and it doesn't come from like a big time like a studio or anything. So I want to ask you this: what are your overall thoughts, not on the new one, but like not on the old one, but like the new animation?
Oh, I was hoping you could ask that. Okay, so I really, really love the new animation. So SAMG is no longer used for season 6 and onward. So I really love the new animation. There are some characters that wish I would have been like redone. So, for example, Rose. She kind of looks like weird Barbie in the new season.
Yeah.
And I think Julika, I think she would have been redone too. She has she has green lipstick. If she has purple lipstick instead, I would have been fine. But other than that, I think the green lipstick it's well with purple, but it's just, it goes well with pink, but it doesn't go well with, it's okay with purple. So
green's the color I'm going to dye my beard.
Don't you dare. So I think overall, I really, really love how they did the new animation, especially the first episode. Their movements are very good. Because there's that one episode where Marinette was riding a scooter while Adrian was like stiff like this.
Yeah.
Like he's really stiff. And then in season 6, he's holding her around her. So it's just like he's holding her. So that improved so much. I really like the redesigns. I really like Marinette's redesign. Also, I think that's a good one. I feel like Adrian's is good. The hair is different when he's Adrian, but when he's Cat Noir, it's good. It's
Yeah,
it's it's really good.
yeah. Well, you see, like that's another point I wanted to discuss because, like,
Mhm.
when I tried to compare the previous designs and now, because when it comes to animation wise, it's way better than the first 5 seasons. Absolutely, way
Yes.
better. You can even feel that the budget is bigger than the first five. But design wise, when it comes to characters, honestly, besides Marinette, Adrian is fine. I agree with you. Adrian is fine. It's Cat
Yeah.
Noir. He's great. But besides those two, I'm sorry, but all the others, like some of them are fine, but most of them, for me, they're not.
Yeah. Like
Like,
Roger. Like
yeah,
Roger. I think comparing him, he's like too, I think his eyebrows are too dark red, but when it becomes to Daddy Cop, that's when it becomes it's too light. They're too light. You can barely see his like eyebrows. And then the ice cream man is
yep,
unrecognizable.
yeah, absolutely. You see, and that's exactly my point. Or I would even go as far as say that I forget her name. What's the name of the Marinette's best friend?
Alia.
Yes, Isla. Sorry, say one more time.
Alia. Alya.
Now I know why I don't remember because I always butcher her name. But basically, I kind of call her the Wi-Fi girl because of the akumatized villains
Oh,
design
Lady
that she
Wi-Fi.
has.
Yes.
So that's why usually I always call her Wi-Fi girl. Uh, I don't like her new design. I, like, I don't know. There's something about her new design that it doesn't. It's not compelling to me. Like, from the hair, from the facial structure, like just the same way with Rose, even the golf girl, like, and the other classmates. Like, some of them are okay, but again, some of them I think like they're way too. I'm gonna say modernized. They made him a little bit too simple
Yeah.
because like that's one of the reasons like why some of them I prefer an older animation style because
Yeah.
every single one of them felt unique in their own way. But in this with this new version, it's like there's nothing unique about them. At least that's what I think.
Alia's isn't bad. I think I know it's the difference with the hair, but
Yeah.
well, other than that, I mean, I think she looks fine. I think there are some like other ones, like there's some other background characters, minor characters, like Aurora, who are Stormy Weather. Another
Yep.
2.0 episode is Climatic Queen. She, I think she deserved that redesign because she looks very cheap in like season one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I give you that. I'll give
She's
you
that
that.
Stormy Weather.
Yeah. But I will say this: Chloe's design is an improvement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her assistant as well.
Nat, are you talking about Natalie? Or
And, Chloe is like friend slash assistant, the
Chloe's
one
friend?
with the glasses that follows
Okay,
her
yeah,
everywhere.
that was Natalie. Yeah, Natalie's was really good. That's a very good
Yeah,
design.
yeah, because in the first 5 seasons, Chloe always kind of looked like she went like for plastic surgery. Uh, yeah, look, that's the way how I kind of saw because like the way how she did her facial expressions, I'm like all that like she's so young and she already destroyed her face. Like wow, wow. But yeah, but like I said, some of the characters they're definitely an improvement. But some of them, not so much, but overall, again, go back to the animation wise, like they're absolutely great, absolutely
Yes.
great,
Hmm.
and yeah, and also, like one of the other things I kind of also wanted to kind of jump into it when it comes to character developments, like their overall background, like elements and everything, even family elements as well. Besides Marinette and Adrian, like which kind of like you find, like when it comes to the character arcs, which ones do you find the most? Did you find the most interesting?
So I'm not sure about the character arcs, to be honest. But I did get to learn more about it, like family wise. So let's just say I'm trying to think of someone. So I think, for example, say Nathaniel. So Nathaniel, he was akumatized as the evil Strader.
Yep.
One who he also has a crush on Marinette.
Mm-hmm.
So he likes to draw. He likes to create comics. Mark likes to write the script.
Yep.
His family, Nathaniel's family, are very strict, especially the mom.
Oh yeah, especially
Yeah.
after seeing season 6, episode 1.
No, well, it's called The Ruler. So his mom was akumatized.
Yeah, because like again, I kind of stopped after half of season 3. So, but that's the same guy, right?
That was the same.
Like the one who likes to draw.
Yeah, that was Nathaniel.
Okay.
That was Nathaniel. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I felt like, when it comes to family wise, like some of them actually were really interesting. But like, okay, I know I'm going back to Chloe again, but like when me and some of my friends, we kind of first time we met Chloe's mother. First and foremost, like we already when we saw her, we were like, okay, I know now we know where she gets it from.
Yeah.
But also in the same time, why she also the reason why she's so screwed up, basically. But that doesn't give an excuse for her father to be a wuss. Like for sure, but like for besides her, like I would say like the most interesting family, Nathaniel, definitely he was really interesting. Uh, I will say this. What's the name of the rock and roll guy?
The rock and roll guy.
Who plays the guitar.
So that's Luca.
Okay, I really liked his aunt. They had that boat, kind of talking like a pirate-like character. When in that episode where she kind of became this kind of like metallic kind of like pirate when she became a akumatized.
Okay, yeah, I think that must have been his parents. So Luca is Julika's brother.
Yeah.
So they're like twin siblings, I guess I would say.
Give or take.
Siblings.
Yeah, and I will say this. I also, I mean, she's very typically written, but like I also really like the mother of the Asian girl. I felt like yeah, her character arc also was kind of like interesting. And one of the things I really liked was that she, at least from my point of view, she never really hated Marinette. Like because there were some times, at least the way how I saw it, there were actually some times where she was actually trying to encourage her to approach Adrian. So I also kind of found her character also a little bit interesting. Now, I want to go to this now. Other heroes. So we had Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Yes.
I will say this: all the heroes that we have seen, I liked all of them. But the one thing that really got me annoyed, was like, okay, we have all these heroes united, fighting against their common enemy, and then Marinette is like, okay, now give me your Kwamis back. Like pretend like nothing happened. I mean, like, and that actually happened multiple times, and I was like, what was the whole point of them all getting all those powers if they're gonna return them back? I mean, you get what I'm saying?
I think I remember. Again, this is going to be a little spoiler, so I apologize. So,
it's okay.
I think near the end of the London special, I think the Kwamis are given to the owners permanently. So it looks like there are some heroes. They're going to be it's going to be the full-on heroes. So it's not just going to be Ladybug and Cat Noir. It's going to be all the other heroes of Paris.
So we're gonna have our little Paris Avengers.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, one of my friends also joked about like can you imagine someday Ladybug, she's gonna say Avengers assemble.
Or Miraculous assemble or something.
Miraculous unite.
Miraculous, yes.
I mean,
They could fight. They could fight Mephisto.
Oh my god, are you serious right now?
listen, stick to your iron heart and shut up.
Damn it.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, like, and I will say this, that here's a theory I had. If Chloe remained with a Kwame, maybe she could have started to become good.
Yeah, so I think Zoe was the current holder of the Be Miraculous. So she's Vesperia. Because I know there's Zoe with Vesperia, and then there's Chloe with Queen Bee. So as you said, it's like one or the other. Make up your mind. Are you good or are you bad? So that I kind of see what you mean.
Yeah, because I think like one of the earliest times when she became was it Bee Queen, right?
Queen Bee.
Oh, Queen Bee. Sorry.
Queen Bee. Yeah.
Yeah. When she became Queen Bee, I was like, okay, now maybe we're gonna start her becoming good. But then Marinette says, okay, now give me the Kwame back, and I was like, are you serious? I'm like, you have a golden opportunity to write her character to from like good to bad, from bad to good, and then like you're gonna squander it on like on a simple thing like give me the Kwame back. You know, like because but I will say this: if the London thing you said in this London special that happened, I'm kind of happy that finally we're gonna have like a superhero team, because like for other seasons, at least the ones I watched, it was always like back and forth every single time. Like, okay, here are the Kwames, become the superheroes. Okay, the mission is completed. Now give them back. Like like I know they happened like a few times. So I'm kind of happy that if the special what you said happened, I'm kind of happy that finally they became like as a superhero team, so to speak.
I think I heard I heard that, I'm pretty sure it was like another source or something. They're going to make Chloe irrelevant in season 6. So she's still in London. So it's just we don't know if we're going to get. I actually heard the director of the series, Thomas Astruc, he hated Chloe. Hated her.
So another reason why she'll become irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, and also I will say this because I was going to mention that in the TV show, but I'm going to mention it now. When I was watching Ladybug, there was the TV show. I mean, there was a lot of elements, especially in the facial structures and some jokes. It kind of gave me many like anime elements vibe. Like there were a lot of moments that kind of remind me resemble a little bit anime. And especially with the many different forms when it comes to when they were transforming, like Ladybug and Cat Noir when they were transforming to different costumes.
Yeah,
it gave me a lot of like anime vibe and everything. But I will say this: it had too many transformations, because at one point I was like confused. Like, I would have been 5. They picked like 3 or 4. But they had way more than 4, right? Transformation.
It's way more than just those.
Yeah, I know. For me, at least, was a bit confusing, especially when you told me that they kind of mixed Cat Noir and Ladybug together.
So they kind of like unify those two Miraculouses. So instead of so Ladybug and Cat Noir, so Marinette uses those Miraculouses, unify it, you become Bug Noir. That I think that one thing I have to say about the animation. I feel like those hero designs are so much better than the older animation. I mean, I like the older animation thing. There's just some certain heroes that kind of fits kind of like better with the season 6 animation. So Capra Kid, for example, that's Nathaniel's hero name.
Mm-hmm.
That's the goat Miraculous. That's the Ziggy. Ziggy is the Kwame's name.
Yeah, and I will say this: I really like the overall idea from the Miraculous. Is like because is like especially from the guy that was kind of like the Guardian. I really like that the overall Miraculous was kind of based on the animal zodiacs, like Asian zodiacs. Like I really like that little touch they had with the Miraculouses. That's kind of like a little extra I wanted to mention. Oh yeah, I mean you're always staying silent. Just say something.
How could I horrify them?
Oh, here we go. Do you want me to tell them?
Would you please hold your tongue when it comes to horror?
How could I horrify?
I don't think he's
I
going
mean,
to.
Ladybug and Cat Noir could be like a couple of like travels the country and like murders people, mate.
Oh yeah, like Ladybug going full commando.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
You know,
Oh,
there is one thing I would add though about what was her name, that character becoming irrelevant.
Who, Chloe?
Yeah.
Chloe.
There is one thing I would add. Just because who's the guy who doesn't like her is that the creator of the show or the director of the show?
Oh, Thomas Astruc.
Yeah,
he's the director of the series.
Yeah. One thing I would say is just because the director doesn't like her, we know from Dragon Ball that doesn't mean much.
Yeah, okay, I get your point.
Because remember, Toriyama hated Vegeta.
Yeah, that's true.
And who wound up being like the most central character of that anime.
Yeah, but here's the difference. Toriyama did that very early on with Vegeta.
Well, yeah,
with Chloe, there were so many possible possible successful improvements, but every single one of them just simply fell off a cliff.
That's true.
You know, and I'm like, and like it's like literally, it's like the director and the crew were like basically saying, "Hey, I have an idea for Chloe. Why don't we go with too cliche? Hey, how we go with too hard? How we go with this with Chloe? Too dark." And the director's like, "Jesus, just think of something, will you?" Like it's like no, like. I hate that in TV shows when they do that. I hate that. Oh man. Yeah. I mean. Oh man. But going back to the heroes, like some of them, like in the old animation, they look great, but in season 6, boy, they look good. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which brings me to another subject that I have lots to say, and that's this.
Oh.
And the reason why I put quotes villains, because 99% were akumatized villains.
Mm-hmm.
And that frustrated me. Because okay, you have Hawkmoth, you had Mayura, you had all these akumatized villains, you had Lila, who basically volunteered almost all the time to be akumatized and everything. But I mean, seriously, like, again, that's just me being kind of like nitpicky because I'm from the villain's life. But I would have preferred if, like, okay, Hawkmoth like sometimes akumatizes villains, but the other half is like actual villains. Like actual people who become super villains. Because like if you're gonna use Hawkmoth like every single time, like character number 3. I'm Hawkmoth. I order you to bring me the Miraculouses. So, like, you're gonna be Master Pigmaster or something. I don't know, like or like you're gonna be Mr. Steel Crocodile. Like, go get me those Akumas. I'm like,
wait, did you say Pigmaster? Did you say Pigmaster?
Yes.
Okay, see, I'd like that supervillain power because because bacon comes from pigs. So, like, I could, like, conjure up my own bacon anytime I wanted. That'd be so cool.
Giving you the look.
That'd be so cool.
Oh boy.
No.
That'd be so cool. I could just
Oh,
be
yeah.
I could just be
That's
sitting in
what
my
I'm
room.
afraid of.
Bacon. Bacon.
Then why don't you just
I'm worried about you.
simply call him Mr. Baloney?
Ooh, bologna. That's good too.
And here I am. I mean, instead of like trying to put water on fire, I'm just simply giving him gasoline. Like, yeah, but I mean, do you get what I'm saying, Pauline? My criticism.
I kind of, well, when you say like 99%, you're not talking about like, is it just like one every single episode? Or is that?
That's what I mean. Like every single episode, like basically Hawkmoth, like Gabriel goes like to his tower, and basically he unleashes this barflies akumas, onto people who are basically like
Okay,
that
yeah.
specific moment they're like at their like lowest of the low, and then like greetings, I'm Hawkmoth, I'm gonna be
Okay,
your
yeah.
puppet master, and I'm like for the most part in the story wise, okay, I get it, but they could have easily thrown in like other villains, like basically people becoming villains on their own. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, and also one of the biggest problems I had with the TV show, again, that's just my criticism.
Hmm.
For example, Shadow Moth, Monarch, Hawkmoth. Okay, Monarch and Shadow Moth. You could have easily made other villains with those names. Like, for
Right,
example,
yeah.
like for example, Shadow Moth, or was he called Red Moth when he was all red?
Scarlet Moth.
Scarlet Moth. Okay, Scarlet Moth, Shadow Moth. You could have easily made, and that's just an idea. You could have easily made them like villains on their own, or maybe if you touch a little bit on the multiverse as like variants of Hawkmoth. They kind of like basically, I don't know, somehow came to this reality and tried to help Hawkmoth, to take those Miraculouses or something. And Monarch, boy, I really love that name. The Monarch, like you could have easily create another villain that could have rival Hawkmoth's villainy. Basically, I mean, when Mayura was introduced, I was honestly, well, first and foremost, I saw miles away that it's going to be her assistant, his assistant.
Yeah,
I saw a mile away that it's going to be her. It's going to be her. But I don't know, like even I felt like her villainous character, I felt like she was also wasted. I mean,
yeah.
What do you think about it?
I mean, I will admit it's like a short time. I think Felix was the recent holder of the Peacock Miraculous, so he was Argos. So he was used for bad, but I think as what we see in the intro, I think he was he's in the with the hero squad. So I don't know. That's the thing though, because we don't know who the new holder. Well, obviously we do, but the characters kind of don't. We don't know they don't know who the new butterfly holder is, and yet out of the blue, Natalie might be planning something, just secretively.
You see, one of my friends who, again, who most of the time I watched Ladybug, Miraculous, like Ladybug and Cat Noir with. Do you remember that akumatized villain that they had they had like power of time, in which like from the future he went into the past, and like he basically talked to Hawkmoth and saying like yes, Hawkmoth sent me to get those Miraculouses, but I never said it was you, that it is someone else. Like you see like shadowy figures of like or like older Ladybug and Cat Noir without seeing their faces.
So was it a villain or?
Yes, a villain. He had like a big clock on his chest, like almost like a chain or something.
Okay.
He wore like a blue hood.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Yeah, because like one of my friends said like his theory that maybe this new villain, this new Hawkmoth, basically could be introduced in season 6, or at least in the finale of season 6. it could be like connected to this like villain from the future that came to the past, basically.
I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen that one. Or maybe, do you know the? I mean, like, do you know the name? You don't know the name of the character, do you?
Just give me a second.
Sure.
Lady. Who was it? Time Tagger.
Time Tagger. Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen that one, but I'll have to check that one out. That
Yeah,
might be
I mean, when it comes to villains, yeah, I mean, when it comes to villains wise, I mean, I will say every single one of them has a really cool design. Every single one of them.
Oh,
Like,
okay. I see. I haven't seen the episode, but I think I see who it is. I don't know if
okay,
that's his cousin or something, or little brother. I don't know.
because no, I don't think it's him. But in the
Oh
episode,
no, it's Nino. It was Nino. Nino's akumatized.
yeah. So basically, in the actual episode, like I said, Hawkmoth confronted Time Tagger, and basically he told them that yes, Hawkmoth sent me from the future to the past to get the Miraculouses, but I never said it was you. Like, and he never said it was Gabriel who sent them. So my friend made a theory that maybe this new Hawkmoth could be connected to this whole future thing. But the only problem is that he came from a future where you have Cat Noir and Ladybug already older, like they're like adults.
Okay, yeah.
So
and then I think I remember Alex or Bunnix, like the adult version of Bunnix. Did she appear in that one?
I think she did.
Okay.
I think she did.
Because it says time, and I think the Miraculous of the Rabbit, it has something to do with time traveling.
Yeah, because like the only thing we saw from like that, at least that I saw from the older Cat Noir and Ladybug, is basically from their backs. You don't see like the actual faces or anything.
Yes. Okay. I know. I think I remember thinking about it right now. I kind of see what you're talking about now. I didn't get it at first, but I kind of see that.
But here's the thing. I mean, unfortunately, I know the new Hawkmoth is going to definitely be someone that we know, but I would much prefer if it was an actual completely new character.
Okay.
I would much prefer it to be that, like maybe he could have been someone connected to Gabriel somehow, but I want it to be like an actual completely new character because like I think like if you're gonna make Lila or Natalie or maybe even the brother of Adrian
or the cousin Felix.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, the cousin. If you're gonna make even him, I think like that will feel like a bit predictable. If you're gonna make one of those candidates, so that's why I much prefer if it was like a completely new character, basically someone we had never seen before.
I need to add one thing about the villains. From what the episodes I've seen for the episodes I've seen with Paulie. So, and this isn't bad. It just is something I noticed. The powers seem a little not basic, but a little like they're going to turn anything into like a supervillain power. It reminds me of when I was little, I used to write, and there's no evidence of this. I burned it all. My dad has it, so you could ask him for it. But I wrote, when I was little in school, I wrote like superhero stories about my friend Bob and I called The Adventures of T-Bone and Junior. And I would make up villains, like one villain was Suit and Tie Man.
Okay.
And like his supervillains were like he wore his superpower was like he wore a suit and tie like that. So like the reason I compare those because like the superpowers seem like really kind of like they're taking like everyday kind of things, like little everyday kind of things, and like blowing up them into supervillain powers.
You see, that's the point because like let's go back to the movie because like in the movie when Hawkmoth came to the prison, all these villains were already villains. What he only
Right.
did with those Akumas, he only made their abilities stronger. He only made them more powerful. That's
Right.
all he did. And that's exactly what I think the TV show should have done. Like, not all of them.
Mm.
Some of the characters, they could have been villains on their own. And basically, at one time, basically Hawkmoth sent them those Akumas like some sort of like a power drug or something to kind of make them more powerful, make them more challenging. Like that's like the biggest complaint I had for the show. Like every single one of them being akumatized, like because like for me personally, a few times, okay, it's cool, and story wise, okay, but if you do it every single episode, it gets boring.
Yeah, I could see that, especially through 5 seasons.
Exactly my point. Exactly. Yeah, so I'm hoping for season 6. I'm really hoping that we're gonna get some villains on their own, because I think that you will make the story a little more interesting, at least the way how I see it. Yeah. Now I want to ask you this: the Ladybug Cat Noir specials, because again, I only seen the Shanghai one. The Ladybug Cat Noir specials are like they're connected when it comes to plot wise to the main TV show, or they're kind of basically on their own?
So this one's tricky. I don't know if they're going to do that to the Tokyo special, because that's the one I'm a bit unsure about. I do know the London special is tied in with the show. I don't know. I haven't seen the New York and the Shanghai one, so I probably don't know. It's possible that Paris might be a standalone. That might be like a little extra thing. So
Okay.
after the London special, that was the last time they used the old animation before they transitioned into the new one.
Okay.
Can I revise that question a little bit?
Go ahead.
I'm going to ask pretty much the same question you asked, but I'm going to revise it a little bit. How canon are they?
That's the question I was asking to Poland.
Yeah.
I just answered that question.
Yeah, I know. I just changed the word.
Yeah, yeah, because like usually, at least from my experience, like sometimes specials, they're usually on their own. Like you said, they're usually on their own, and they're not way like too much connected. So that's why I was asking you if like the specials like connect to the main plot of the TV show or not. But from what you said, yes and no, right?
Yeah, it probably depends on like the plot. So I know the London is tied in with the show. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that Paris is a standalone from what I can see. I don't know about New York and Shanghai because I haven't seen those yet. And it may or may not be a standalone, so I'm really not sure at that point because I haven't seen those.
Just a quick question before we go further. Like, I just want to return back to the heroes, because I wanted to ask you if besides Cat Noir and Ladybug, which hero design would be your favorite?
Ooh, it's a good question. It's really hard to say because I like how the new animation improved the hero designs compared to the old animation. Because I mean, to me that's like an improvement. That's an improvement. But if I were going to choose one, oh gosh, this is going to be really tricky for me. I really like how they did the Bull Miraculous. I forget the name. So Ivan's Miraculous is the Miraculous of the Bull. So it's like the Kwame of Resistance or something like that. I like it in the new animation much better than in the old animation. That's well deserved.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take that. And the same question goes to you for the villains.
So the villains,
like your favorite design.
So the favorite design. So it's really hard to say the villains. Okay, so Climatic Queen or Stormy Weather. It's the same character, it's the same design. It's just with a new name. So it's like Stormy Weather 3 or something.
Okay.
AKA Climatic Queen. So she has
Okay. Okay, for me personally, when it comes to villains wise, the only thing I can answer, it's a tie between the Monarch, the principal who became an owl-like villain.
Mhm.
Who?
The principal of the school.
Who?
You know what he's trying to do.
Shut up.
You,
Not you,
He's not
Pauline.
falling for it. He's not falling for it.
Not
I
you,
heard Owls,
Pauline.
so I had to.
Not you, Pauline. I told TK to shut up.
I know.
Who to you? Yeah. So it's tied between the Monarch. Pourquoi? Anyway.
Why?
Anyway, so the Monarch, the principal villain, without saying what, and the third, I would say, tie will go to the aunt who became like a metal pirate.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
do you like pirates?
Oh.
You've never mentioned that before.
Well, I'll be. Perhaps like that Pirates of the Caribbean thing we did. It looks like it went all for nothing. Oh man. Well, now with all being said, it brings me to this Ladybug and Cat Noir movies. Now, here's the thing that I will give way more praises to this franchise. Because the first movie did the exact same thing I wanted from the show to do. Everything for me personally, story-wise, character-wise, went so smoothly, way better.
Mm-hmm.
All the way to the revelation at the end, with with the Hawk, with the Gabriel's wife, with the relation of the identities. Everything went smoothly, and I even liked when Adrian find out that Gabriel was Hawkmoth. Even that was for me personally, brilliantly written, perfectly. So my first question to you is this: what did you thought of the movie in general?
So this is the Awakening movie. This is the one from 2023 that you're talking about, correct?
The overall kind of first movie, basically how Marinette and Adrian got their Kwamis and everything.
Okay. So I do like how as I mentioned earlier, I like how Jeremy's version is to the point. So that way you don't have to go through all the seasons. Yes, there is some musical numbers that are involved in that. But it is to the point, especially to the part where Marinette stands up to Chloe in the series. She didn't do it until season 5.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just, I really like the storyline of the movie. I really like the animation because it kind of reminds me of course, it's not Pixar, but it kind of reminds me that I'm watching a Pixar movie.
Exactly.
Even though it's not Pixar.
Yep.
So I think to me, I really, really like how it's simple. I really like how it's so simple. It's just changing how the story's been told. So it's the same story, but a different way. Exactly.
Which I will even also add that for the sequel, at least from the crate scene that we have seen,
yes,
this crate scene might bring Mayura as an actual villain this time.
Yes, they did a teaser for that one.
Yeah.
And I am just so I just cannot wait for the sequel. But then we have to wait 3 years because the animation has been shut down and they have to find a new one. So, oh boy. But no matter. I mean, I'm going to be watching Wicked for Good, but hey, no matter. I'm good.
Wait, hold on. You need to slow down for a second. Wicked for Good. You never talk about that.
So moving on, what I'm trying to say is I'm really excited for the second movie. Um, I'm pretty sure, and I know I'm going to be a little off topic for a bit. I did hear that K-pop Demon Hunters are, I think they're probably going to have a trilogy or something, or I must
Yep.
have heard it wrong.
No, you heard correctly. So basically, there were two news that kind of like went all over social media.
Mhm.
Basically, first and foremost, that they're planning K-pop Demon Hunters to be a trilogy. Number
Mhm.
one, and two, there was a conversation that they might do a live action movie.
Yeah.
But in the end, Netflix confirmed that the live action thing is false. The only thing that is true, they're planning to do a trilogy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And again, going a little bit off the topic, I watched K-pop Demon Hunters. I even did a review about it, and I would say I was actually surprised by it. It was actually pretty good, and the songs were so catchy, so catchy.
Yeah. I'm not big when it comes to K-pop, but the music is really, really good. I
Yep.
have to see the whole movie, but I did hear some songs and seen some clips. But it's really, really good.
Like
I
the
like
song, I will say this: the story is actually interesting. I will
Mhm.
tell you this: like the story is actually interesting. And there are like some plot twists and everything that they're kind of like actually pretty good when it comes to like being written. But I will say this: the songs, they stand on their own. Trust me. Like
Mhm.
I remember like Netflix even released like an actual soundtrack of like the songs from the movie, and they're like not just simply the movie itself, but even like the songs that are like tracking to be like number one like for a while. Yeah. So I absolutely. So if you haven't seen the movie, go and see it, because like I would definitely suggest you to see it.
Yeah.
Mhm. But going back to like one of there are a few things I've learned about the sequel to Lady Bug and Cat Noir movie. Like one, that it's not gonna be the entire story in Paris, but they're like they're gonna go into like all over the place. They're gonna like go into different locations, story wise. I mean,
Mhm.
that's what I heard. They're gonna go in many different locations, and I think like they're gonna introduce like some new characters. I mean superhero characters. That's what I mean. In
I'm sorry. That was a motorcycle that you must have heard. My bad.
it sounded like you had a lion in your room.
No, I'm sorry. I had my window open. There's some motorcycles that are going around the road, so sorry about that.
Yeah, because at first I was like, should I tell him to run?
No, we're okay. We're fine. We're fine.
Would wondered.
But the one,
Leave the duck alone.
hmm. But but one of the things I will say when it comes to movies, one of the things I will say is I'm very, very grateful that they're using the same voice actors from the TV show to do the voices. And I'm really happy for them. They're still doing it. So I'm really hoping that even though they're gonna switch animation studios, I really hope that the style will be the same, or at least similar to it.
Oh, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it stays that way. Or if it like the motor first. Oh, that's funny. Oh my goodness. But
Oh
yeah,
man,
I kind of wish that the animation, they find a perfect animation studio that like makes it better. Of course, I know the first one did it too, but I just hope they find something like it. Maybe it's a market for it. I don't know.
yeah. But again, going back all the way to the first one of the things I really loved about it is that the way how they deliver, because some people because one of the biggest praises that the movie had was that they made the story straightforward. Like they
Yes.
didn't overcomplicate it, they didn't like overstuff it or anything. Even though I will say that like the same Ladybug and Cat Noir fans were actually complaining, like some of them were complaining that the story was too simple, like way short, like they should have added deeper and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Even though for me personally, I thought it was like quite enough. I didn't need anything else to be added. But for me personally, what I really loved about it, again, was the overall revelation. Like first and foremost, Gabriel learning that Cat Noir is Adrian, and
Oh yeah,
second, Adrian learning that Hawkmoth is Gabriel, his own father. Like
that
that little.
that
Go
moment
ahead.
right there. I'm sorry, didn't mean to cut you off or anything.
Go ahead. No problems.
So that part right there, that's the recognition to see what he's done. The
Exactly.
series did the complete opposite. He used his cane to hit Cat Noir like a baseball bat and hit the Eiffel Tower. Just like the movie did justice to that part. The movie did the exact justice.
Exactly. I totally agree with you. Like the movie did a way more better job, which kind of made me realize why the hell didn't they start in 2015? Why the hell didn't they start as a movie trilogy?
Exactly.
Because if they did the whole story throughout, like basically as a movie trilogy, or even like okay, I'm gonna go into like Star Wars, but like even if like they did like 5 to 6 movies, even that would be fine. But basically, I think like in like few movies, like from a trilogy, maybe to 6 movies, they could have told the whole story. Basically, they could have shortened the time than what they've spent in the 5 seasons. At least that's for me. I mean, what do you think?
I think, yeah. I mean, I wish the movie would have like come to that sooner, but we don't know what to expect in 2015. But
Yeah.
I think I kind of see what you mean. I think it would save a lot of time in a lot of seasons just to summarize the whole thing. It took Tom. It like Tom's version took 5 seasons. Meanwhile, Jeremy's is like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So that's why I like the movie better. Yes, there may be some issues with it, but I like that one better than the series.
For me personally, those issues for me were very minor issues.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like I remember, like one of my friend told me that one of the issues that at least he thought that the movie had was like that they concentrate so much on Adrian, Marinette, and Gabriel, and they give us like way less like how can I put this, descriptions of like other characters or like even moments with them, unlike they did in the TV show. But for me personally, I'm like, yeah, so I mean, like the point of the story were Marinette, Adrian, their abilities to fight Hawkmoth. Like
Right.
all the others, like they had their little moments. Maybe not that much as in the TV show, but for me personally, way better, way better. So if they plan to do Mayura as the next villain in the sequel, because right now we all know that Gabriel is in prison, basically for what he did.
Yes.
For me, which is for me personally, actually works way more better than just simply sacrificing himself and just simply disappearing. I mean, I'm saying that because I've seen the scene where he kind of sacrificed himself. The scene you were describing.
Was that? Oh, the season 5 finale.
Yeah,
right?
Because exactly.
Yeah.
Because it kind of looked like he basically disappeared.
Yeah. So here's another thing that I like about the movie version. So it kind of is the end. It's kind of like the end of like the butterfly thing. So Ladybug gives the butterfly to Master Fu. Cat Noir tells Gabriel to let go, move on with the grieving and stuff like that.
Yep.
I like it when they end it right there. Season 6 had to go forward with that.
Yep.
They had to go forward, and Marinette has to suffer with this huge secret that she kept since that London special.
Exactly. Like you said. So it kind of makes me curious. Okay, because like you said, the butterfly, they give it back to the old guy to be to basically to guard it. So
Yes.
now I'm kind of curious because I'm really hoping that Jeremy is going to return back for the sequel.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious what they're gonna do with the Peacock Kwame this time, like how they're gonna develop in the sequel. Because from that crate scene, Mayura is definitely gonna be the main villain. So I'm kind of curious what they're gonna do with the Peacock one, because she's the Peacock, right?
Yes. Yes, she was
Yeah.
the Peacock one. I'm really curious to see what the movie design would look like. I mean, of course, if they have an animation studio, but just to see what it would look like. Is it going to be different powers, like Hawkmoth has different powers in the movie version? Is Mayura going to have the same thing too?
Okay, here's my theory. So from the crate scene that we have seen, okay, so Gabriel went to prison.
Correct.
And from the speech that he gave behind the scenes, when the assistant kind of like, opened the door, where it kind of like, it leads you to the coffin,
Mhm.
to the wife, basically.
Yes.
From what at least from my theory is that she's gonna try to guard it, as basically Mayura, and then throughout the story, maybe her powers get corrupted. It kind of, in which kind of maybe her mind also gets corrupted a little bit, and that's how she becomes a villain. Because I can even see maybe Gabriel helping Cat Noir and Ladybug from prison to kind of like try to stop her. Again, maybe I'm kind of.
So what you're saying is, she gets the Peacock Miraculous, guards
Yep.
it, and then there's some sort of something that like affects her personally. Is it possible that they get like Gabriel out of prison, or is that I don't know? Is that what you're saying?
So no, my theory is this, because I remember from the when she was first introduced in the TV show.
Mhm.
I remember that they said that the Peacock Miraculous was damaged. That is
Yes.
not like fully fixed.
Right.
So my theory is that if Jeremy decides to use the Peacock Miraculous, and if it's still damaged in the movie, then maybe through that her assistant becomes corrupted. Like it kind of messes with her mind, messes with her
Okay.
personality, and in which like kind of like her and the Peacock became connected.
Yeah.
Like yeah. So basically at first, yes, she starts guarding his mother and everything, but
Mhm.
as much time she uses it, she becomes corrupted more and more and more, until she becomes like a sort of like a full-blown villain, so to speak. But again, because of the whole corruption thing. So my theory is that okay, I'm not saying that Gabriel will come out of prison, but
Okay.
maybe he could help Marinette and Adrian how to stop her, basically. And
That might be possible.
I mean, again,
Yeah, it's probably a theory, but I don't know what the movie version will probably do in the second movie, but I think that might be possible. I mean, yeah,
again,
he's in jail. He's in jail, but like he has to like he might be like part of like helping the heroes or something.
but here's also another question. If they decide to do a trilogy, what would be a bigger picture?
Yeah, I don't know the third one. That's a tricky one because I don't know what the third one's going to be like.
Because think about it, like Gabriel Grass. So Gabriel as Hawkmoth, he's defeated. He's in prison.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So let's just say that Mayura is going to be the next villain. She's also going to be stopped. Again, it's just a guess, but she's also going to be stopped. Now, she's either going to be redeemed at the end, or she might die, or even she might also go to prison. Those are three options, basically. So that means, which leaves who might be the bad guy, or what could the story be in the third one?
Yeah, because that's the thing too. Because the series, the Peacock Miraculous was damaged, and that caused her to become more weaker in that. So, I mean, she could possibly be redeemed, but I don't know what the third one is going to be like. it could be like a mystery villain behind. I don't know. It could be a mystery villain. I don't know if it's going to be a new Miraculous or something.
Or maybe Jeremy could easily introduce, paraphrasing from Marvel, maybe Jeremy could easily introduce a Thanos like villain who collects all the Miraculouses.
Okay. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, like his own version of the Monarch or something.
He'd be inevitable.
Yeah, but without the snap of the fingers. Again, those are all guesses and theories that I have, because nothing is official.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we only got the teaser about the second movie with the new character in the using the cat Miraculous.
Yes, exactly.
But other than that, I don't think we have any more hints.
And also, I'm really hoping that Jeremy, if he decides to use more Chloe in the sequel, I'm really hoping that he's gonna do the right thing with the character.
Yeah, I think it's possible. There may be a chance instead of just like Ladybug and Cat Noir, it could be like Ladybug, Cat Noir, Queen Bee, Vesperia. Oh no, I'm sorry, Queen Bee, Reina Rouge, and I forget the turtle's name. All those Miraculous are going to be there.
Wait, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm guessing those. I'm guessing those like those core ones. So like the turtle, the bee, the fox, the cat, and the ladybug. I'm guessing they can like possibly work together because in the series version you have all the Miraculous. Meanwhile, it's focusing on those major Miraculous. So the fox, the bull Miraculous doesn't exist. The rabbit Miraculous doesn't exist. So it's like a different universe. It's the movie
Exactly.
universe.
Exactly. I mean, like, and also the sequel could easily finally, like, starting to build up, like, this team of superheroes, the Miraculous League, so to speak. So that could also work into the story.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm kind of wishing for, if Jeremy returns, the only thing I'm wishing is maybe the sequel to be a little bit longer, just a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the first one seems shorter, and I know I just wish there was some scenes that could have been kept. But yeah, I agree. I wish it would have been longer.
Which and with that, now before I go to the next subject, I want to ask you, like, what do you expect from the sequel?
So like I said before, I wish we have other Miraculous holders in this besides Ladybug and Cat Noir. I don't know what else, because there's not really much that point. Like there's not really that much of a hint, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Because we might not know until we get some more. All there is a new character using the cat Miraculous. Yeah. I mean, the first movie, Jeremy directed and he composed the music, so that's awesome.
Yep.
And hopefully the music for the second one is good too. So fingers crossed on that.
Yeah, I hope so that too. Okay, now here comes the tricky part of the subject. The spin-off anime.
Ooh.
Now, I showed you the poster. Yes. I showed you the news, and we also know there's going to be a special that's going to be released at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And just like the sequel, we're going to have to wait for 2027,
right,
to be released. So now with spin-offs, of course, we're going to have different characters, and I bet you anything that we're definitely going to see. We're definitely going to see like Ladybug appearing in the anime for sure. Mm-hmm. But the more precise, I think he's going to be like a guest character or something. But here's the thing: of all the characters I've seen in the poster, like, it's none of the characters we have seen before.
Right.
Because I didn't recognize any of them. because like the one in the middle, like the blonde character, at first I thought it was Chloe, but then later on I realized that she's going to be this character is a different one. Like it's not going to be Chloe, but someone else. And
Yeah, that's I mean, the only characters I recognize are I mean, Kagami and Marinette. So that's pretty much the only two that I can recognize, and they're Kwamis also.
yeah, and from the poster I've seen for the spin-off anime, not the special, uh, I've seen that this time it looks like we might actually get like actual villains in the spin-off. Because like if you see the poster of the characters right at the top, you see like three shadowy figures.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and those like it looks like there's gonna be like actual villains this time, and it's gonna be interesting. And I'm kind of curious, especially to see how they're gonna expand in the spin-off, like because like the main canon timeline is basically all centered around the Miraculouses. So I'm really kind of curious where they're gonna go with these spin-offs, like because like one of the guesses my friend had that they might actually introduce more Miraculouses, which I think would break canon a little bit. I mean, what do you think about that specific topic?
I mean, it would be interesting to go and introduce the characters. The only thing is, I mean, as TK said, we don't know if it's canon, if it's going to be canon, or if it's going to tie in with the show. So I don't know if. I really hope it's supposed to be like a separate series. So I really don't know if I have much to say about it. The animation looks good, though.
Yeah, absolutely. That part I do agree.
I'll be right back. I have
Oh.
to use the bathroom real quick.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, because I'm watching, because right now on my phone I have the poster of the spin-off, and okay, I'm seeing Ladybug, I'm seeing I'm seeing the Asian girl in her like
I think it's
Miraculous.
Rizuki or something. I don't know. I forget the hero's name for Kagami's.
Yeah, but everyone else like down below, like
Yeah.
they're like completely new characters.
Yeah, I actually thought it was like some fan art that someone made, like a Miraculous fan just made. I didn't even know it was
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah, because like for what I'm seeing, like because like from the 1 hour special that we're gonna get, it looks like it's gonna concentrate on Marinette and was it Kagami, right?
Kagami, yes.
Yeah, it looks like the 1 hour special is gonna concentrate on Marinette and Kagami, and maybe my theory is that maybe in this special we might actually be introduced some of the new characters from the spin-off anime. And from what I'm seeing from the background, from the because like just like the title is called, the story is gonna be centered in Tokyo, in Japan.
Yes.
So it makes sense that in that 1 hour special we're gonna definitely get these new characters. But my question is to you right now is like from the poster, if you have right in front of it, which of the characters do you find interesting?
It's like I said before, it's really hard to say. I really like both. I'm really surprised how Marinette is wearing pants while in the new animation she was wearing like shorts with pantyhose. So
Pauline, would you please take a look at the comments?
the comments. Hi guys, enjoying the stream. TK is so cool.
Oh, that's nice. That's
my God.
nice.
Oh dear, I'm curious, how would he horrify the villains? Oh no.
DK, if that was the reason why you went out, I mean,
I knew. I am extremely worried for you.
I guess like right now, my question would be, like, are you as excited, for example, as you were when you were watching the TV show for the spinoff?
Yeah, I think the Tokyo thing is going to be really good. I really like how they did the animation. Like I said, I really have not much to say except that I think it's going to look really good, especially with introducing the characters. So they look really good 2D because we're used to seeing them in 3D.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I on that part, I do agree, but I will say this: like, even though I'm not a big fan when it comes to like spin-offs, yeah,
Mhm.
especially from a TV from a TV show you create like this franchise and everything. But just from the poster, it kind of looks interesting, and I'll
Mhm.
definitely check out the 1 hour special for sure. So I'm not gonna say that for this spin-off, I'm actually personally excited, but I'll definitely give it a shot when it comes out.
Yeah, because it looks really good. I really like how they have like the cherry blossoms in that poster with Marinette and Kagami in their
Hmm.
clothes. So that's I really like the cherry blossoms and I think they're very beautiful. Um Other than that, I don't think I have much to say except hoping that the villains are good or like
I
worth the villains.
I think like in this particular, especially like from the official poster from the spin-off that is coming out in 2027, I think like this villains this time, I think like they're gonna be like like they're gonna have some Ladybug Cat Noir elements, but I think like they're gonna be very straight up anime like villains, like traditional anime like villains.
Ooh.
Is it going to be more of like a serious thing?
Well, if you have since it's gonna be an anime, of course there's gonna be some serious moments. I mean, I think like here's my guess. I think it's gonna be just from the poster I've seen. I think it's gonna be like a balance between comedy, emotions, and some serious moments. I don't think we're gonna have some dark elements or anything. I think it's gonna be like a balance, like I said, between those three:
Mhm.
comedy, emotions, and serious moments. And that's basically it. Like I said, I think it's gonna be like a classic anime style.
Did you go to the bathroom and type that? You didn't really go to the bathroom.
No, that's going to type.
Figures. Okay, but I think I think the spinoff is going to be good. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it's going to be canon to like the series or if it's going to be like a standalone.
Yeah, my guess I think is gonna be on its own.
Okay.
Because like I can already see the 1 hour special. Marinette and Kagami will be in Japan, and then like at the end of this 1 hour special, I think like Marinette is gonna come back in Paris, and then like basically the whole world, this spin-off will be set basically, because I can definitely see like the entire story being in Japan.
I think it's going to go deeper down into I think it's probably going to focus on like Kagami's like past or something, maybe learning more about the culture. I'm pretty sure.
You see, that's the tricky part because because I think the spin-off will be concentrating more on those other new characters that are like down on the poster
Yeah.
rather than Kagami or Marinette.
Yeah.
I think like Kagami Marinette, I think they're gonna be like supporting characters or maybe like guest characters. Like
Mhm.
they're gonna appear a few times, but that's it. So I think like the center will be the new characters, not those two.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Makes
because
sense.
usually when you have spin-offs, usually you concentrate more on the new characters rather than the old ones.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Mm. But definitely, just like the 1 hour special, I'll definitely give the 2027 spin-off a chance for sure. Although it's going to be a long wait. Long wait.
Yeah. A long way.
That's a
Yeah.
long.
So my final question would be basically, and that's especially for you, Pauline.
Mhm.
How do you see the future of this franchise?
So, like I said, there is a lot for me to learn about the franchise, but after watching a few episodes, I'm starting to get a similar idea of what's what the show is about, who the heroes are, how it works, the future of it. I really enjoy it. I know there's like it needs to like end on the like a lighter note, but after season 8, we don't know what's going to happen after that. If after the new Butterfly Miraculous holder, after that new arc is finished. I didn't know that Tom, it might be a rumor, it might not. He might make more seasons, so like until like 12 or 14, but that's just a rumor. That's not official.
I sure hope it's just a rumor.
Yeah, because I think like as you said before, we don't want it to drag. I really like the if there's like another spinoff that, or maybe like a special, maybe that could focus on that. Other than that, we just need to tie up some loose ends just to hopefully Marinette would tell her secret like pretty soon, because we don't want to like delay it and just roll into a more deeper snowball. So I'm just praying and hoping we have the character develops that are more appropriate. So hopefully Chloe would get another chance. Hopefully Marinette would tell the secret. Hopefully we just need to like just to satisfy the tie up loose ends.
For now, here's the thing with me. The future of the franchise, like in general, like I think, like I do agree. I think like it's gonna last a few seasons more. I do hope it's gonna be like season 6, 7, maybe then just 8 or season 9. I don't. I feel like if they go way further than that, I think that would be too much, because like they're really like, because they for me personally, they have dragged so much throughout the entire like first 5 seasons. Then I think like if you try to drag it like 3 more, I think there'll be too much. So if they wanna, if they're planning to if they're like in the end game zone, let's put it that way. If they're in the end game zone, I think like they should wrap it up like maybe in 3 seasons at maximum, rather than just expend it like 5 more,
Right.
basically. And also as an overall finale, I think like a series finale, I think like I do agree it should end on a happy note, but I think there should be some consequences. Like
That's true. That's
yeah,
true.
there should be some consequences, and so that's why if you're gonna end it, I think like my choice would be to end it like in a bittersweet ending.
Yeah.
Like for example, okay, Adrian and Marinette, they are together all the way till the end, but like there are also some elements that like that happen during this end game that basically like I don't know, like maybe some of the characters like sacrifice themselves, or let's just say some of them even die, or maybe like some of them like maybe they turn from good to evil, like you kind of get what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I know you're probably not going to like what I'm going to mention here, but it's kind of like how regular show did it. It needs to have a happy ending, but I'm sorry, I like it like a bittersweet ending, but you also want to make some sacrifices. So I think when Pops sacrificed himself with his brother, it's sad, but you gotta tie up some loose ends. So Mordecai meets another girl. Rigby and Eileen are married. They moved on with their lives. Benson is the owner of the park now. So I think tying up some loose ends, that was done very well. It's bittersweet. So like it'll last up to 8 seasons. So I kind of see what you mean. If it's just could like wrap it up.
And this time I'm really hoping that instead of like resetting everything, I hope that this time when they have this like final grand battle, I hope that this time it stays that way. Like you live in a world where like all these consequences happened. Like you try to repair from all these battles and conflicts you had in the past. Basically, like I just don't want to see it like another reset or something.
Right. Because
You
they
know,
are because Miraculous already had like season 5 already did it like a reset and starting fresh in season 6 with the new animation and seeing some things that have changed ever since that happened.
so this time, if they have to end it, like they should end it like in the type in this like already reset timeline instead of like okay, we're gonna do another more reset. Like this time, they should stick to the timeline they have right here, right now.
Yeah.
And also, for me personally, I would really hope that it's this time it's not gonna be just the Barfly miraculously user. I think like I would really love to see as a grand finale that there's like an actual overarching villain,
Hmm.
someone who is like above Hawkmoth. Because if you're gonna use I mean, I know that everything is centered around the Miraculouses, but I think it would be cool if you add someone who's like outside of that.
Yeah, that would make things interesting.
Like for example, if I would say like a villain who is like way more evil than, for example, Hawkmoth or Mayura or Lila put together.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I'm not sure. Maybe particularly for Lila. So I think those three, like maybe like all together, that could have done perfectly. But it's what we have right now. I think Lila would be more clever though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, and I think like when the main series ends, I think like the only thing how I can see this franchise go even further is basically with more spin-offs. So if you
Yeah.
have to choose, like other spin-offs, I would say you can do other spin-offs like with other like miraculous users, like like instead of, like in the main one you concentrate on Ladybug and Cat Noir. Maybe like in a spin-off you can concentrate on other superheroes.
Yeah.
And their normal like crime fighting life. Let's put it that way. I mean, it's just an idea. But
It's really hard to see it for other superheroes, to be honest. I just think yeah, it is really it's actually really hard to do a spin-off for other heroes. I mean, unless if they have a perfectly good reason that they might have a spin-off, and maybe that could be possible. Other than that, I'm really not sure if that's going to be the case.
yeah, I mean, so far, I mean, the only thing I can say is that we just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But personally, I don't think the main series will last very long. I think, like I said, I agree with you. Like it's gonna be either, like it's gonna be like maximum maybe 3 seasons and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because like again, because after 5 seasons and 3 more, I think like
It's
I
too
think like
much. Yeah.
yeah, I think that the viewers had enough. Like for example, like Zag. I mean, besides Miraculous, they did a lot many different like other TV shows. Like they had that Ghost Patrol thing. They had Zag Storm. They had other like projects as well. So I mean, there's a lot of things that Zag and should I say the Miraculous Corp can do.
Hmm.
Outside of this franchise. But you know, we all know that sometimes sometimes a thing that we love must come to an end. So
Right.
we should have to wait and see. What about you, TK? I know you only seen like briefly a few episodes, but like, how do you imagine without any propaganda or horror elements, please?
Darn it.
How do you see the future of the franchise?
I'm going to give a cop out answer because it's all I know with Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Well, I mean, I think like that's something that almost every single Miraculous fan can tell you the same thing. They will end up together.
With Ladybug and Cat Noir and I don't know much beyond that. I mean, one thing I'll say, just from like my thought with the thing you were talking about earlier, like the future, like going back like to the movie or whatever, like where they're gonna have to where they have to get a new studio. I hope with that going forward, I hope that, like you said earlier, everything's the same. I hope they don't go down the Pokemon route
Mhm.
and like replace their whole cast overnight, like in the dark, like they did with Pokemon, like they did with 4Kids. Which any anime person watching is gonna shake their head and be like, "Yeah, those sons of guns." So I kind of hope I really hope they don't go that route because that botched that. So so in terms of the future for that, I hope that they keep everything. I hope they keep like the whole cast and everything.
I will add this: when the ending of the series comes, I would love if they end the show with like many years later, where you see them as adults.
Flash forward. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like, you see Adrian and Marinette together, even married. Maybe have kids. I don't know, just guessing, but I think we kind of like cool to see them as adults, and maybe a little tease that that they're still doing the whole superhero thing.
I could see that.
What if they
You know,
switch identities though later in life? What if Adrian becomes Ladybug and Marinette becomes Cat Noir?
Yeah.
you mean like Lady Cat and
Lady Noir
Man
or
Bug?
Mr. Bug.
Yeah.
Ladybug or Mr. Bug. They did switch Miraculous as that one episode.
See, that'd be
Yeah.
cool to do that later. I don't know.
Oh my god.
So basically, my idea is like you can have a scene where basically they're like done with this old superhero stuff, and he's kind of like in their normal private life alongside with other characters, or same thing, but like okay, something's happening in Paris, and then basically you see them like a little tease, like it's time for some action, like they're preparing to to go into costumes again. It's again, I'm going to like typical superhero elements, but like I'm just hoping to see them like at least one scene at the end when they're like older.
Yeah.
I think I also wanted to see, besides that, I want to see like who the new, maybe a good person would take better care of the butterfly Miraculous, because I think Nuru, the Kwame, has been mistreated Gabriel countless times, and then now Lila is treating Nuru horribly countless times. We just need to see. We already see Butterfly treating Nuru much better.
Okay.
We already seen
Yeah.
the alternate Gabriel Agrest much better. We just need to see the real one. We want to see how Nuru has been. We just want to see Nuru in like in its better hands. Better hands
Okay.
of a good holder.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, the only thing I can say is that let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe like a mixture of all of our theories may come true at the end. Who knows? Maybe like the last scene would be like Adrian and Marinette together giving the miraculouses to someone else. Who knows? Anything
So
is
it's like
possible.
it's like the next generation of
Exactly.
Cat Noir. Yeah.
Or
Exactly.
So it's kind of like the
Ow.
it's kind of like the My Little Pony, like it's like the next generation. It's kind of like the next generation with that. I know
Possibly.
I know I don't watch My Little Pony, but I think
Oh God, no.
seeing that.
But wait,
No.
My Little Pony. You could horrify My Little
Okay,
Pony.
let me tell you about some. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you. No. Do you want me to tell him about BB?
No,
And stop.
but
No. You didn't know.
but you could horrify.
You didn't know.
But you could horrify.
No, you cannot.
But you could
Alan
horrify.
specifically said no.
Okay, but you could horrify.
What part of no don't you understand?
But you could horrify.
No, you cannot.
But you could horrify the ponies.
No, you cannot. Oh my god.
My Little Pony.
I feel bad for your dad right now.
The ponies can eat each other.
That's gross.
No, actually, they could go around and eat human.
Oh,
You know what? Let's just end this so we can spare
Please.
the viewers with all this horror.
Please. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, with that being said, we looks like we came to an end to another Shadow Council episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you, my fellow council members, have enjoyed it as well. Yeah. With that being said, before I actually shut down, we have another. Oh, of course, Caroline. Caroline and her twisted sense of humor.
Twisted sense of humor.
Bye, Caroline.
Like,
Bye.
Yep. With that being said, basically we have come to another conclusion to the Shadow Council. You guys know the drill. Rate the video, comment, like, subscribe, give your personal thoughts and ideas. If you're into the Miraculous universe, just everything general, put in the comment section down below. If you're interested
vote
to
on
see
your favorite
previous,
co-host for this one.
TK, don't embarrass me, please.
no comment about that one. But basically. Anyway, guys, if you're interested to see previous Shadow Council episodes, they're gonna be in the link in the video description down below as well. As always, Laura Shadows signing off.
TK the Lucky Bastard out.
Polly, Bug, and Kitty out.
See you guys later, or as I like to say, later, fuckers.